Scorpio, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising sign. Guys, this is an energy reading, so if you're not a Scorpio at all and you don't know why this showed up in your feed, it's because there's something in this message that you need to hear. It always comes to you at just the right time. And this is where your message begins. Ooh, see the big picture. Ooh, you know, whenever I get that card, zoom out, Scorpio. There's something that you could be missing that's getting caught up in the details, or somebody could be intentionally trying to distract you with the details. Don't you hate when people fight like that? They know that they can't really win any other way but getting you lost in minutia. Like there's that energy. So it's almost like zoom out, because you need the full perspective here. You also need to look a little bit in the distance, not about psychic energy or predicting the future. It's about look around you more, like look on a broader perspective, kind of have that, maybe not aerial perspective, but is this going to last? You know, is this built to last? Because this is earth energy. See the big picture. And it's 2 + 9, which adds up to 11. So be awakened. Be awake right now. Be not vigilant, but eyes open to the full picture. Because like I said initially when I saw this card, there's some sort of attempt to distract you with the details. And I don't know if it's necessarily a bad thing. I don't know if somebody's throwing a surprise party for you. I don't know yet. But what I do know is that zooming out is going to offer you a level of clarity that you may not have right now, and you need to, like, pause. This is a good time to pause anyway right now, because Mercury is in retrograde. I think a lot of planets are still in retrograde. There's just an energy of slow it down, allow things to slow down, because Mercury in retrograde really does impact the details, especially when Mercury is in Sagittarius. It's not comfortable in Sagittarius. There's an energy of it not being focused on details like it likes to be focused on. This sense of its headspace is getting distracted by a lot of things, but then retrograde makes it even slower. So zoom out right now, because the big picture is where you're going to grab the most insight, at least this week. So let's get deeper into this message and see what is it that Scorpio does need to see. Remember, guys, that as I divide the deck, there are going to be cards that fall out. Good. I want that to happen. It's part of the message. If you're looking for a personal message, I do provide those. The only place that you can schedule a personal reading with me is my website. And that link is down below in the description box. It's also at the front of this channel on the channel header. It's www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. And you can book and schedule right there. You'll have your message within 24 hours. If you're just finding this channel, God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. My name is Michelle. This is Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Please help the channel grow and expand by, oh Lord, by subscribing to the channel, and then click that link, click that notification bell, so that you'll know when I upload your favorite content. But click all notifications so that you'll get notified when I go live. If you like participating in free public live tarot card readings, that's the only place I do them, is here on YouTube, then please do be sure to select all notifications, because that's how you'll get notified. All right, we're almost done. Remember, I do cleanse the energy with sound. So if you're sound sensitive, you might want to turn down the volume just a little bit. While I cleanse the energy, I cleanse it for your space and for mine. So hold on, Scorpio. Okay. All right, God, what does Scorpio need to see, and what can they see by zooming out? What's going on here? What's going on, Scorpio? With Scorpio, please. There's not a lot being talked about. The cards are kind of keeping to themselves. Okay. I'll try one more time. These are okay. So when pressed, Scorpio, when pressed, the information did come out. But remember that, because how the cards act is also part of the message. So when pressed, the truth did come out, but it's not going to come out. There's something here that's trying to avoid being seen. That's what I'm sure of. So you can be sure of that. And on some level, I think you already do, since all I do is really read your energy, read the metaconscious of scorpionic energy. So that's why it works for sun, moon, rising sign, or whatever it is, because it's scorpionic energy. So on some level, you already know that there's somebody trying to distract you. All right. But let's understand this a little bit deep. Be loyal to what you love comes out on. That's pretty strong. Be loyal to what you love. See the big picture. Somebody's trying to make you think of things that would make you go against what you know is true, or what you know is good to you or good for you. There's an energy of zoom out, because you may be super loyal to a specific person or a cause or job or whatever. But it's like zoom out, because your loyalty may be taken for granted right now, or what is being used to have things put into question. So okay, we're a little bit closer to everything. Claim your independence. Allow yourself to be independent right now. Allow yourself to look back on things objectively and not to take things so personally. That's also where you can be triggered or manipulated right now. There's a sense of claim your independence. Be loyal to what you love. I don't think your loyalty is in question. Loyalty comes very easy to you. But ultimately, there's a sense of either you might start claiming your independence or separate yourself from something that you have been loyal to, because when you zoom out, you start to realize, oh, there's fuckery here that I didn't realize. And so then the loyalty's done. Or you're claiming your independence from whatever fuckery is trying to make you question your loyalty. And that's why you're zooming out. You want to get some perspective on this, or you're being called to get some perspective on this. Then we have these two cards, which is be here now and let spirit be your guide. And both of those are fakakt. They're coming out in reverse. Be here now is in reverse. So maybe this didn't happen right now, or you're having a hard time focusing. And let spirit be your guide is, in some ways, it's in reverse to being misdirected, being redirected, or not being connected, like not having that objective perspective, not having that bird's eye view is going to help you see what's real. Not having that bird's eye view is going to make seeing what's in front of you impossible. It's going to, this is a confirmation that someone is trying to distract you. Because let spirit be your guide in reverse is a sense of not using the aerial perspective, not using your faith as part of your sight, not using that aerial point of view, right? And be here now, being distracted from what's right in front of you. So something is trying to distract you from what's right in front of you, by stopping you from zooming out. So, okay, how about this, God? What would Scorpio see? Important. What would Scorpio see if they zoomed out? You'd make a clear judgment. You make a clear judgment on value. and you'd recognize that something doesn't have the value, or there's not an opportunity here that you thought there was, and you would move the fuck on to what's actually making you happy, which is family and connection and connectivity. And I think that once you do that, you're going to be very happy, because then it's going to be very clear how somebody was trying to undermine you. Why do I say all that? Because we have this card, judgment card, seeing things clearly, higher perspective, choosing the right thing, the right one, or somebody chose you but tried to undervalue you or undercut you. Or in some ways, you missed an opportunity that you felt you were supposed to be chosen for. Okay. And if you zoom out, you'll see that there's a way forward. There's a way forward. This is Cancerian energy. There's a way forward. There's a way to make progress toward really being happy. And ultimately, maybe that missed opportunity was actually an opportunity to get something out of your way that wasn't as valuable as it first came across as, but instead it enabled you to move forward with what's really going to make you happy and going to fulfill you. There is absolutely some undermining here. I'm going to get a clarifier that ultimately you will claim victory over and find some sort of stability over, or the undermining was coming from somebody who wanted things to stay as they were, wanted to keep things status quo, who wanted who wanted what's always been to continue to be. And so maybe they're the ones that were undermining a situation. This could be happily married or announcing a marriage, but it's almost like maybe all this energy was distracting you from what's really important. You know, and that's like, it's why it's zoom out, because you're getting so lost in chasing after what isn't really valuable. If you really want to make progress, zoom out and focus on the more personal things right now. Focus on the family, focus on the happiness, focus on the love in your life, focus on people who support you and who have always been there for you, because something is distracting you from that. And I don't want to see you miss it. Okay, so what is hold on. What is distracting Scorpio? What is the Seven of Swords? What is distracting Scorpio? A third-party situation, partying too much, parties at work, people that you connect with maybe at work or do the same work with. There could be a third-party situation with somebody that's trying to distract you when it comes to work, or you feel like there's a third-party situation. You'd be very disappointed to know that somebody who is coming across as a friend, somebody who is showing up as maybe a colleague, is actually offering something that's a little bit too personal, and it would really disappoint you. Right? There is just this sense of you would be disappointed if you knew the true intentions. I say this because this is clarifying the Seven of Swords. Somebody, I'm saying, so what was subverted, right? What was hidden? What's going on behind the scenes? Well, this is what's going on behind the scenes, that there's a third party situation here when it comes to work. Somebody who is looking to be your friend, or who usually celebrates you, working hard, maybe somebody who celebrates you and they're sincere. You work really hard and there's an offer extended, but you'd be really disappointed, or there's some disappointment that comes from the extension of the offer. And I think that either, like I said, you're not giving enough time and attention to this offer of love because you've been too distracted with all the other shit in your life, and you've got to zoom out and take your attention back to the things that really love you. Or it's saying that, no, you'd be really disappointed that this offer was even made, because it's been made at work in a place that you might not have much perspective on. So it's like zoom out, because there's something here that's going on at the job, on the job. Somebody has been working really hard to gain somebody's attention, affection, to share their affection and love. But it will be disappointed, or it will be disappointing that that's actually happening. And so there's a sense of that could be that's what the undermining is. That there's an offer that's been made that's inappropriate. Let's put it that way. And maybe you don't want to know, right? Because in some ways you don't want to be disappointed. But zoom out, my friends, zoom out. Rather be disappointed and protect what matters to you than miss what's right in front of you. Okay, we have surrender to the divine, full moon. So trust your instincts, trust your intuition. You already know what the fuck is going on. You don't have to see it. You already understand it. You could feel the vibrations. And by the full moon, this energy is going to be exposed and it's time to take action. Let's see, full moon would be on the 15th of December and it would be a full moon in Gemini. So a lot of times full moon in Gemini, especially during Mercury retrograde, a lot of words come out, a lot of information comes out that's been built up. So watch that. And then we have it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. Once you know these feelings, these emotions, or what's been going on in the shady ass aspect of the moon, it's not gonna take long. You're not gonna be like Hamlet and take 4 hours to make a goddamn decision. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, the play Hamlet, right? He takes forever to decide to do what he should have been able to decide really easily at the beginning of the play. It's like, come on, man, you know who killed your father, do some shit about it. You know what I'm saying? But he like vacillates through the whole play. This is not going to be what you do. You are not going to pull a Hamlet. As soon as this comes to the surface and you get the proof that you need, and you're going to be able to get the proof already by zooming out. Happy birthday, Doug Denny. By taking a different perspective, a different look at this, especially if, like I said, I lean into whatever direction somebody's trying to distract you on, lean into that direction, because there's the truth that they're trying to distract you from. They're trying to move you away from it. But you know what? You know fucking better, because you can smell the truth from 10,000 fucking leagues under the sea. You can fucking do it. And so trust your instincts on this one. It's not actually going to be difficult for you to uncover, is what I'm saying. All you have to do is just sniff in the right direction and that shit's going to pop out. We have conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. And that just means that on the full moon, a lot of emotions are going to change and a lot of loyalties are going to shift because of all the truth that comes out. So let's go deeper into this, Scorpio, over in the extended. I will put the link below. I've also attached it to the top of the comment section. There is more to know, and we're going to get into it. I'll see you guys there.